Yes. Yes, I understand.
Any word?
Honey, I'm on the phone. All right, thank you very much.
Was that the DA?
No, it's a hospital. Justine's condition is still critical.
She's gonna make it.
I should never have tried to talk to her.
Honey, it's gonna be all right. District Attorney Rosner believes in you. That's why I agreed to search Brett's house again.
Oh, he's not concerned about me. He's worried about himself.
Who cares why he wants to do it? They're gonna find the evidence that's gonna prove you innocent. All we want them to do is just clear this whole thing up so the whole nightmare's over. Now maybe that's Rosner now.
Hello, I'm Wendy Carter. I'm meeting Mr. Houghton for a business meeting. Is he here?
Oh, yes, Mr. Houghton has been waiting for you.
Oh,
May I?
sure. I'm so sorry. I got stuck in traffic. That's why I'm late.
You're here, that's what counts. Well, may I pour you a glass of white wine? This is very lovely. It's a Sauvignon Blanc. You know this?
No, I don't.
It'll be my pleasure to expand your horizon.
Well, as long as they include Joan, it's fine by me.
Ah, Jonah. Now, there's a complicated subject. As complicated as this wine, I might say.
That's why I'm counting on you to make it simple.
I certainly don't want to disappoint you, Mrs. Carter. But I must be truthful. So far, I've been unable to find the precedent you referred to this morning. You remember the names of the parties involved?
I know. No, not anymore.
But you're sure it was a similar request?
Oh, yes. It was a widow trying to get custody of her deceased husband's child.
Oh, it's a very unusual case. Do you remember how you first heard about it?
Yeah, I think it was a newspaper.
Oh, let's hope it was carried by one of the wire services. In any case, one thing I can tell you for sure, it'll involve some long and arduous research.
I see. Well, I could take a rain check if you want to get started right away.
Oh, that won't be necessary, my dear. My assistants are doing the legwork this afternoon.
But how do they know what to look for?
Well, they start by trying to find similar cases in which the mother has gone to jail or been judged mentally incompetent.
I see. Well, when do you think you'll have some information?
My assistants are very bright. I could know something by this evening.
Oh, well, then maybe I should stop by your office.
Perhaps we should meet for dinner. At my office, you might run into clients who know you. If I understood you correctly, the situation is extremely delicate.
Oh, yes, it is. And, I want all of our conversations to be kept strictly private. I need your word on that. I want your word that you won't tell anyone.
Let me assure you, what happens between the two of us will stay between the two of us.
Is Madame meeting someone for lunch?
No, Madame is about to have someone for lunch.
Where's the DA? Did he find something at Brett's house? Is that why you're here?
Forget the DA. You'd need a magic wand, McCleary, because that's the only thing I know of that can make things appear out of thin air. Except for you and Miss Wyatt, of course, who seem to have a knack of your own.
That's not true. The doll, just like the crib, the gun...
And the incriminating photographs, I know. I've heard it all. Trouble is, I haven't seen it all. In fact, I haven't seen anything. Neither has the DA, or the policeman who turned that house upside down for a second time.
How do we know they really looked?
Because when my men do double duty, I don't like it when they come up empty-handed. That's money out of my budget, McCleary. My budget can't afford mistakes. You, Miss Wyatt, and Mrs. Turner are 3 mistakes I'm not gonna make again. The only reason it happened this time is because Mrs. Turner went to Rosner over my head and complained that I wasn't doing my job.
She has a right to her opinion.
Cagney, come on,
And
don't-
so do you. But you are overlooking one essential fact. You and Mrs. Turner are not impartial witnesses. Your emotional involvement is only making things worse. You lose credibility every time you send somebody over to that house for no reason. And how do you think that makes Miss Wyatt look?
Like she's been framed. Give me a break, Lieutenant. Suzi couldn't shoot somebody in cold blood, and you know it.
What I know makes for an open and shut case. What I'd like to believe is something else entirely, and it's time you recognize the difference.
I never put my faith in facts. They're meaningless. Think about it, Lieutenant. Today my hair is brown. Tomorrow I dye it blonde. What happens to your fact then? A fact can be altered, tampered with, hidden. But when I know something with my heart and soul, with every fiber of my being, then it's the truth forever. Suzi is innocent. And somehow, I'm going to prove it.
I'm warning you, McCleary. You take one step near the scene of the crime, for any reason whatsoever, I'll see you in jail. I mean it. I'll arrest you on the spot for obstructing justice. I don't want to see or hear from either one of you again until we're in court.
Don't worry. It's not over yet.
Mr. Houghton, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go to the ladies' room.
Certainly. Mervyn,
Mervyn, yes.
shall I order for you?
Well, sure, I've already put myself in your hands.
Mervyn, good afternoon.
Oh, Stephanie. This is certainly a surprise.
Yes, for me too. I thought I might find you lunching here with your wife, but I believe that was my daughter who just left your table.
I knew your eyes were beautiful, but such accuracy as well.
Well, I have so many affairs to keep track of.
Excuse me?
Oh, charities, businesses, this and that committee.
Yes, of course.
It helps to have a sharp eye, Mervyn. So, how are Marcia and the children?
Fine, thank you.
Have you heard that Herb Newman has taken in a new partner so he can spend more time at home?
It's certainly something to consider.
Yes, isn't it?
Are you here for lunch?
Are you?
Oh, yes, business. As a matter of fact, we've been so busy talking we forgot to order.
Oh, really? No, you must be starving. I know I am. Oh, you won't mind, will you, if I join you now that your business has been taken care of?
I hope you won't be offended, Stephanie, but it might be better if you didn't. What your daughter and I are discussing is of a private nature. You understand.
More than you know, Mervyn.
Of course, that's true of all attorney-client relationships.
What is?
Confidentiality.
Yes, but in this case, my daughter and I happen to be very close.
She made it quite clear she wants this entire matter to be kept between the two of us.
Well, that's why I'm so glad that you and I have this little moment alone together. You see, Wendy's already confided in me, Mervyn, and I would just love to hear what you have to say on the subject before she returns.
I wish Wendy were here to confirm that.
You doubt me? Well, why don't I tell you what I told her? The subject in question will never work out, Mervyn, no matter how much you and Wendy may wish to believe that it will.
Since you apparently know what's going
Excuse me.
on, let me say that...
What are you talking to my mother about?
Well, darling, we're old friends.
Did you tell her anything?
Certainly not.
Wendy, dear, is this any way to greet your mother?
Excuse me, Mr. Houghton. Would you give my mother and I just a minute alone, please?
Yes, of course. As a matter of fact, I have a few telephone calls to make. Stephanie,
Mervyn?
nice to see you again.
I don't return the sentiment.
How dare you? How dare you come here and spy on me?
Darling, I came for lunch.
Oh, come on, Mother. You followed me here.
Oh, my dear.
No. See, I know what you're up to, and it's not going to work. I have a right to lead my own life.
All right. I'm sorry, but I do have to interfere. Darling, I've been in this situation myself, and it's a dead end. If you continue this involvement, you will have nothing but a lot of empty promises and a broken heart.
You listen to me, okay? I am not a child that needs to be led around by the nose. You barge into my apartment. You intrude on my private conversation, so I have put up with it for the last time. Do you understand me? I am sick and tired of it. Now, I want you to stay out of my life before you ruin it for good. Sweetheart.
Where does Bowman get off calling this an open and shut case? This is a democracy. You're innocent until proven guilty.
Well, Bowman and the DA seem to have that turned around.
That's why I have to find some proof.
Oh, you're not thinking of going back over to Brett's,
What
are
other
you?
choice do I have, Suzi? They're never going to search that house again. As far as they're concerned, the gun, the doll, the crib are things that we thought up to get you off the hook.
All right, if you're going, I'm going with you.
No, it's too risky.
I'll take my chances. We did it before. We didn't get caught. And we found the crib.
It's different this time. The stakes are higher. If you come along with me, I'm not going to be able to concentrate. I'm going to be too worried about you.
Please, I can take care of myself. I didn't panic last time. I didn't cause us any danger. Besides, you need me to identify the evidence. For example, the doll's clothes you found last time. They were much too small for the doll I saw in the crib. And you would never have known that if I hadn't been there to tell you.
What about Jonah? If you put yourself in danger, you put him in danger too.
Oh, please, Cagney, don't do this to me. I mean, come on, don't make me feel guilty. If you don't think I have my son's best interest at heart, you're wrong. I can't do him any good in jail, and that's what's going to happen to me if we don't find some evidence that will clear me. Now, let's please stop arguing and go over to Brett's. Are you coming?